Our second adventure stop on our trip to North Dakota's beet harvest has us arriving in Branson, Missouri, with planned day visits to downtown Branson's with its many shows, a day trip to Silver Dollar City Amusement Park, and an evening dinner excursion to the Branson Showboat Dinner Theater. We camped several nights at the Silver Dollar City Campground, which is located just 3 miles from downtown Branson and about a mile from Silver Dollar City. With modern facilities, Silver Dollar City Campground has 30-50 amp service, sewer, water, and cable TV, but big riggers need to be aware that the campground roads are narrow, tree-lined, with smaller campsites located on a sloped and hilly terrain. During our drive down the two-laned Main Street in Branson, I was surprised to see many of the same business establishments as found in Pigeon Forge, such as Ripley's Believe It or Not, Hollywood Wax Museum, and still under construction Wonderworks. We were surprised when we arrived at one of our favorite dinner shows, Dollywood Stampede, with a greeting from Dolly herself welcoming us back. While Mary was arranging for the tickets for our dinner show, I was impressed with the grandeur of the building, the large Stampede portrait over the ticket counter, Dolly's coat of many colors, and a display of Dolly's imagination library. Finally, evening came and we arrived back at the Dollywood Stampede dinner show and had time to visit with many of the actors in the show. Featuring 32 horses, which included quarter horses, palominos, Appaloosas, and even paint breeds. The dinner theater seats about 1,100 people in its 35,000 square foot arena. Over each of the 32 horses' heads were their names, their type of breed, along with a short history. One of our favorite horses was named Queen. Our next stop will be Dollywood Stampede's pre-show, and listen to the tunes of the Wild River Wranglers.
Stampede! All right, we are the Wild River Wranglers. We're here to keep y'all entertained until the old dinner bell rings for you. There it is right there. Boys, what do you say? Let's do some good old mountain style music right now.
Dinner arrived, which consisted of creamy vegetable soup along with a biscuit, followed by rotisserie chicken, pork loin, half a potato, and corn on the cob. This was followed by dessert. The Stampede show begins with all the actors and actresses marching into the arena, dressed in blue and red costumes representing the South and the North, and will last for approximately 2 hours. The second day of our adventure begins with a visit to Silver Dollar City Amusement Park. The park's nostalgic, old-time, western look was enjoyable to explore. The paved paths weaved through shops filled with yummy treats, and of course all the necessary souvenirs. Craftsmen were busy at work, showing off their skills with working blacksmith and woodworking shops. Our first show of the day was held in the Silver Dollar Saloon with a performance by the Silver Dollar Can-Can Girls. The beverage of the day was the saloon's famous root beer float. As Mary and I headed towards the Dockside Theater to see our second show of the day, I was impressed by the timing of Silver Dollar City's show schedule. The theaters were located closely together and started sequentially, so Mary and I were able to stroll from show to show and experience all of Silver Dollar City's country weekend. After visiting many of Silver Dollar City's shows, Mary and I had to try their bakery's famous cinnamon bread, to which we were told had a secret ingredient that the bakery in Dollywood's Pigeon Forge Park didn't have. We were then sworn to secrecy. Our next stop for the day was an evening boat ride and dinner show on the showboat Branson Belle. The Branson Belle is a twin paddle boat which travels along Table Rock Lake. Table Rock Lake was created by the Table Rock Dam on one side and the Beaver Lake Dam on the other. As you can read on the sign, the price for a 2-hour cruise and dinner show is quite affordable. And then Katie was thrilled to discover that since she was under 4 years old, there was no charge for her. I was fascinated to watch the two paddles change speed separately, which allowed the boat to change directions. This allowed the Branson Belle to circle without a traditional rudder system found in all modern vessels. I have to admit that this boat is much smaller than the aircraft carrier I spent 3 years in the Navy on. Well, our time together on this adventure is almost over. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and ring the bell. Mary and I are excited to head towards our next adventure at the Omaha Zoo. As children, we grew up watching Wild Kingdom, which at the time was sponsored by the Mutual of Omaha.